drinking fake coffee basically because I'm getting migraines if I drink regular coffee, so I need to drink decaf or any substitute for caffeine. I used to have this fear of needing to know every time saving technique out there and implementing it for everything. Like, I got excited when I got a Pomodoro timer and I used it for every task I set to do, even small stuff. But I realized I don't need to use every productivity method out there for everything. Some techniques help with different tasks and not all need to be used for mundane tasks. Like, do I need Pomodoro when I'm putting away laundry? No. But is it needed to use it to update my financial journal? Yes, because I hate this task and I know it won't get done unless I dedicate time for it and preferably time this task so I know I have an option to stop once the timer goes off. I can pick it up some other day or I can continue with this task until it's finished. So let me quickly introduce 5 techniques that I currently use the most for making most of my time in a day. First one is meal plan and meal prep. You've heard this one over and over, but oh, does it make a difference? If you're one of those who hates scrapping for meal ideas every day, then a meal plan is the solution. Because let's be honest here, I still have weeks where I haven't prepared myself beforehand and I'm looking for ideas on what to cook with what's left in the fridge. It's fine to not always be prepared because something came up. If you are set to do meal prep for the entire month, then expect burnout that may lead to resentment for meal planning, because I've been there. That's when I switched to dedicating one morning or afternoon on a weekend to do meal prep for the entire week, sometimes maybe even 2 weeks if I combine takeouts or eating out. And that works for me. But in order to prepare meals in advance, I need a good plan of A, which recipes I will be making, and B, what ingredients I need to order online in time for weekend delivery. I'd go for online ordering because it will keep me in check to get only ingredients I need, and I won't go scrolling for additional things because then I lose time and money for things I don't really need. Most of the online supermarkets also offer saved items, so it's easier and quicker to finish your order. If you have such an option, I'd suggest turning to online ordering for the majority of things, except maybe fresh produce like vegetables and fruits. Not sure for the others, but I've never gotten perfectly ripe fruits. Next one is time allocation. It took me a long time to change this particular habit. I used to dedicate Saturdays or Sundays to cleaning the house. I was frustrated because there were A, so many chores that made me super tired at the end of the day, B, frustrated because the entire day was spent that way instead of quality time with my partner, back then it was just the two of us, and C, frustrated because I still had unfinished things at the end of the day. Now, this works a little differently. I do vacuuming, mind you, iRobot does it, but I prep everything and does the surfaces first. Let's say I do vacuuming on Fridays, then cleaning bedrooms on Thursdays, then laundry in between, meal plan on Sundays, and online ordering on Monday or Tuesday. Any bigger chores need scheduling. For example, window cleaning will take place on weekends because there are just so many of them and I need at least 4 hours for that. So dividing it in 2 days for 2 hours is just so better for my mental health. Third point is time audit. This one I came by mistake, but it started with spending too much time on doom scrolling. I simply lost so much time there and I had to acknowledge more of this particular activity than anything else, and then I care to admit, but it really did. But a time audit is great for everyone who needs more clarity on where does your time in a day go. If you have busied yourself with so many things, what are those things and how can you eliminate them or delegate them? I'd suggest doing the time audit if you're one of those people who feel like not having strings in their hands or wonder where the time has gone most of the time. Some days are crazy, I get that. Not all days are the same, especially if you have kids and when they're feeling poorly. And when that time comes, I simply don't do anything. I don't feel guilty about it because my kids need my whole attention. My kid, I only have one kid. So yeah, my kid needs my whole attention. And nothing is important that cannot wait in that time. Now, if I had a high level or high stressing job that would require my attention at such times, I would ask her dad or someone else to step in, or maybe even hire a nanny. I mean, if I had a high level job, we can presume that it will be paid well, so hiring a nanny wouldn't be an issue. So, how do you approach time audit? You take a few days, get a phone or notepad in your hands and stop your chores every now and then to note down what you did for the past hour or two. That way you can recognize patterns, where your time went and how that can be better utilized. For example, can you batch certain things? How much time do you dedicate to doom scrolling in a day? And you have to be, please, let's be honest here. Next, do you have too much laundry? Like follow yourself for 3-5 days or maybe a week to see a pattern. Then you can write all repetitive and non-repetitive tasks on a list. You can then think to yourself which are most demanding, which could be delegated to your other half, or maybe you can outsource it, or which could be deleted altogether. And here's a bonus tip: track your energy levels. Since we women particularly have a monthly cycle, mood changes accordingly. So save the most important tasks for days when you have the most energy and low priority tasks when you have low energy levels. Okay, the fourth point is social media content. Now this one is specific for everyone who has social media for business. With social media, time blocking is what helped me the most. I dedicate one day in a month, Saturday, let's say, I leave my daughter with my partner or her grandma, and I batch create content with my sister. Then during the week, in the evenings, we divide and conquer. One of us edits the content, one of us adds branded elements, creates captions, schedules it, and we are set for the entire month or two. And content creation takes a lot of time, but then making it fit for social media also takes quite a portion of time. And depending on the content, it can take us about 2 weeks to get everything ready for launch of new products. And here we're talking solely, for example, stock photos, like stock videos and photos collections. And we usually do like up to 2 collections per month. Now, the point here, we do it slowly, yes, but we do it consistently. Since we're both moms, and whether you have someone to work with or you work alone, 1 to 2 hours a day means a lot. And of course, when kids go to bed, this is where we can work in peace. And like I said in the previous point, not every week is the same, so we try to schedule higher priority tasks during our higher energy level periods. And of course, if we have kids ill, we do communicate this, so maybe someone can take over, or we can just postpone it for a while. If we can do that, we do that. And now we have come to the last point, which is outsourcing. This one is a lifesaver when you have literally no time to spare or have periods of time when you're just so booked you can't see yourself out. Outsourcing allows external providers to carry out processes that would otherwise be handled internally, aka by yourself. And when you need help, you ask for it, especially if you have the means for it. We somehow manage to get it in our heads that outsourcing help is a bad thing. It's not. It's a cry for help that should be used. If you need a nanny once a week, why not hire one? If you need help with household chores, get a service for it. I had an issue with outsourcing house cleaning, such as regular chores of dusting, vacuuming, mopping, bathroom cleaning, etc. And every 2 weeks, I had a very helpful lady, and she would come and dedicate 2 to 3 hours of her time to do this and saved me 2 to 3 hours of work. And that was okay. I had a difficult time accepting this, and after constant internal fight with myself, I finally took a step and found someone to do this. And that doesn't mean for house only. It can also mean for your work, for your side business, for your project, whatever. Do you need someone to schedule your social media posts? Ask for a quote on Fiverr or Upwork. On the other hand, getting a freelancer to help you with setting up a website or Metapixel is much needed if you don't know how to do it yourself. And even if you do, this is a task that you can easily delegate to someone else. And you can use that saved time for something important to you, something that you can dedicate time for, even if it means handling another project, or a quality time with your kids or with your family or with your friends. Anyway, these are 5 techniques that help me save time and make best use of my time at the moment. Let me know which one do you follow, if any, or which one do you want to follow, and has helped you a lot in your day-to-day life. If you have some techniques that maybe you tweaked a little and has helped you improve your time in a day. Also, check in the description below a free resource that you can download. It is a time audit printable, or check out our work course for busy moms for time management. And until next time, bye bye.